The 2015 APEC Economic Leaders Meeting formally opens at the PICC tomorrow. Formal welcome ceremonies will be held at past 2 in the afternoon. The summit among 21 member economies is designed to foster trade unity. The economy and not politics will be the focus of the international gathering. This report by Pauline Requesto.
Department of Foreign Affairs Secretary Albert Del Rosario clarified that the territorial disputes in the West Philippine Sea will not be part of the agenda at the APEC Economic Leaders Meeting. However, protection of the oceans and environmental concerns will be tackled during the summit.
The APEC agenda did not include any items on the South China Sea. Ministers also considered the need to develop strategic and broad-based approaches to address environmental impact. We endorse an action plan on food security and blue economy, which will help ensure the security of the region's food supply by addressing illegal, unregulated, and unreported fishing, among others.
Despite the rift between the Philippines and China over the West Philippine Sea, the Secretary extended the country's gratitude to Chinese President Xi Jinping for attending the meeting. Meanwhile, Del Rosario said that he is not expecting the APEC economies to release a solidarity statement condemning the Paris terror attacks. But he is certain that all the countries want the perpetrators to be held accountable for the violent incident.
There was a common refrain from the ministers in terms of the Paris attacks, and I think this can be summed up in terms of everyone had expressed their condolences to the families of the victims for the terrorist acts. There was a call for unity of nations and peoples, and there was additionally a call for bringing to justice those who perpetuated the horrific developments in Paris last Friday.
Department of Trade and Industry Secretary Gregory Domingo assured that the APEC talks will revolve on strengthening the participation of each member states in advancing economic growth. The world leaders are set to discuss regional trade deals such as the Free Trade Agreement on the Asia-Pacific. The said agreement is expected to improve the quality of products being exported among Asia-Pacific countries and strengthen the small and medium enterprises, which would allow them to be globally competitive.
APEC 2015 adopted the theme of building inclusive economies, building a better world. This theme stems from the idea that APEC's pursuit of free and open trade and investment in the Asia-Pacific region should empower and provide tangible benefits to both developed and developing economies and to a wide cross-section of people, especially those in the vulnerable sector. Today, we cannot simply depend on the growth as usual paradigm. We need to pay attention to the quality of the economic growth that goes beyond simply identifying and addressing trade barriers. We need to focus on a wider landscape of economic, social, and environmental contexts. Achieving reform and improving the quality of growth will certainly generate synergies which will lead to strong and sustained economic growth. So one of the main accomplishments of the ministers' meetings throughout the year was really to elevate this concept of quality growth. What does quality growth mean? It means that it's growth that is sustainable, it's growth that's environmentally friendly, it's growth that is resilient, it's growth that puts particular emphasis on providing economic growth to the rural areas. It provides opportunities for the youth. It provides equal opportunity for women. It opens doors for micro and small enterprises in particular to be able to participate in the global trade.